From Aqua Leisure Baby Boats that could plunge innocent babies to their deaths, to Snap Bracelets that can kill you by slitting your wrists, we count down 10 incredibly dangerous banned children's toys that ever existed. Number 10. Snap Bracelets. Snap Bracelets are spring-loaded metal bands wrapped in colorfully designed plastic or cloth. They can be straightened out until rigid, and then slapped against your wrist, causing the bracelet to curl into place. The popular toy reached a head around 1990. Like many toy fads, they were very popular in schools. Unfortunately, it didn't take much for the more cheaply made versions of the toy to start causing major problems. Some schools even banned the bracelets. Number 9. Easy Bake Ovens. For some reason, many children throughout the years haven't realized that they don't need to waste their preciously short childhoods baking their own cookies. The popularity of the Easy Bake Oven, which uses a real heating element to actually bake dessert items, may have reached its apex in 2006. That year, it was voted into the National Toy Hall of Fame. But Hasbro, the makers of the Easy Bake Oven, didn't have long to celebrate. A year later, they were forced to recall 1 million of their plastic models when it was discovered that a design flaw allowed the oven to easily trap and severely burn children's tiny little fingers. One unlucky 5-year-old girl was even forced to undergo a partial finger amputation. Number 8. Aqua Dots. There are lapses in judgment that include slightly toxic paints or plastics, and then there's making a product out of a substance that, when eaten, turns into a date rape drug. When arranged into designs and then sprayed with water, Aqua Dots magically locked these colorfully arranged designs into place. The bad news was that kiddos could also suffer respiratory depression, be rendered comatose, or suffer seizures from the severely toxic chemical used to make them. Over 4 million units were recalled when it was determined that magical beads weren't worth all the comas. One kid was even hospitalized for 5 days. Number 7. Kite Tube. Emblazoning your highly dangerous airborne equipment with the skull and crossbones and the slogan, "Never kite higher than you are willing to fail," will not prevent your product from being banned. The Wego Kite Tube experienced such a fate. That'll happen when 2 people die and dozens of others are severely injured, including a broken neck and punctured lung. The Kite Tube, which was 3 meters wide, allowed a boat-pulled rider to yank a cord in order to glide into the air. Unfortunately, once riders were airborne, they were given little control over the flying tube. Admittedly, a parasail mixed with an inner tube sounds pretty amazing, but unfortunately, with only stirrups and hand grips to keep you from falling, flying to the height of a 3-story building probably wasn't the best idea. Number 6. CSI Fingerprint Examination Kit. While there is something a little grim about children playing with toy forensic investigation kits meant to mimic the collection of evidence at a murder scene, at least it's just for fun. Marketed off the popular crime show CSI, the CSI Fingerprint Examination Kits allowed kids to snap on the latex gloves and collect incriminating play evidence. Unfortunately, the fingerprint dust that came with the kit also contained a real-life occupational hazard, one of the most deadliest forms of asbestos. Number 5. Cabbage Patch Snacktime Kids Dolls. The Snacktime Kids doll involved a motorized mouth mechanism that allowed the doll to eat plastic foods. Kids being kids, it didn't take much for fingers and hair to get trapped in those evil doll's unforgiving maws. While such a doll wasn't exactly life-threatening, parents, unsurprisingly, didn't like their kids' favorite new pals pulling their hair out by the roots. Number 4. Monster Science Colossal Water Balls. Remember those tiny little capsules that promised to magically grow into giant dinosaurs, like the ones on the package? When dunked in water, those capsules would only transform into lumpy, vaguely dinosaur-shaped disappointments. Now, what if we told that child version of you that there was a marble-sized ball that, when wet, could literally grow to 400 times its original size? Fun, huh? Now imagine that these colorful marble-sized balls somehow made it down into your small intestine. Such a scenario was posed by Monster Science Colossal Water Balls. Naturally, many children ingested the delicious-looking toys, which their genius designers made capable of expanding within a child's body. Number 3. Bucky Balls. Bucky Balls were super strong magnetic ball bearings that could be used to construct creative desk sculptures, or even to play darts on your refrigerator. Unfortunately, these round magnets slide easily down youngsters' throats. When multiple magnets were swallowed, they had the nasty tendency to clamp together through intestinal walls and not let go. This could lead to tears in organs, blood poisoning, bowel blockages, and possible death. Number 2. Aqua Leisure Baby Boats. Babies love water. They love to splash in it, toddle through it, drink it, and let it loose right in their pants. So for parents intent on setting their babies adrift, the Aqua Leisure Baby Boat was an adorable godsend. Too bad the cheaply made inflatable boats tended to tear rather easily, causing dozens of babies to plunge right through. Aqua Leisure was ultimately fined $650,000 for knowing about the problem for 6 years, but hiding behind the classic, "but no babies have actually drowned yet" justification. Number 1. Splash-off water rockets. The splash-off water rocket used water pressure from a hose to build up energy until kiddos and hobbyists could stomp on the launcher and send the rockets flying. Sadly, at least 37 cases were reported of the rocket exploding from the pressure or otherwise flying off in unpredictable directions, causing lacerations to the hands and face.